Welcome along. F1 Clash on a Sunday only means one thing and one thing only. It is final round time where we go and put the points together to try and get the prizes on a Monday. Hopefully you enjoyed yesterday's videos, part 1 and part 2, featuring all 8 races on this account. And we're back today to try and get above that 299 points. We want to hit the 300. If you didn't join us yesterday, let's show you exactly how we performed in that round. And that opening round seen us score 299. The dream was 300. In the first 4 races, we scored 146. We picked it up for the final 4, scoring 153. But today, we've got some learning that we can put in. And we've got to hope for some luck like we got yesterday. Can we get 300 points? That's going to be our aim. Remember, strategy guide like this is out on Fridays, so just go back to the Friday video and you will find all the detail for your strategies for today. If you haven't got through, comment down below. Let's see if we can help you. So, first race time. Same strategies, same setups, same drivers as yesterday. Maybe a slight twist on strategy as we look to get racing. Race number 1 is Australia. We struggled yesterday, scoring 31 points. Can we increase it by maybe putting both on a 1-stop? So then, let's do this. Let's see if we can increase them points. We definitely need an increase on 31 here in Australia. Yesterday, we did a 2-stop with Sonoda from the back. It didn't work at all. So today, I'm thinking to do both drivers on a 1-stop and see where we end up. Hopefully, we don't double stack. That's going to be the pain that I feel we're going to get. Mediums and mediums then is the call, and we're going to go frost with both as well to try and get that extra tyre management. And I know we're not going to get speed or cornering, but I feel if we can push a bit more, it might help a lot more. Come on then, let's get the points in. Let's get at it. So can we get the good start? Come on then, Zhou Guanyu and Sonoda, time to shine, 31 points or more. Good and perfect is the starts. And Zhou Guanyu, and look at this for Yuki Tsunoda down the inside, cut off by the rival early on. And it's not the worst start in the world. It's P14 for Zhou, P18 for Tsunoda. As Zhou Guanyu goes round the outside, it's Yuki Tsunoda coming through now into P12. And he takes Stroll and Zhou Guanyu up to P10. So great start by Yuki from the back. That extra race start really helping. Now you will see that our trouble is going to be this double stack, and this is the thing that I referred to early on. We're going to double stack if they're on the same strategy, and sadly at the moment we have both cars bang there. But we're going to try and push Sonoda further and harder to try and create at least a couple of second gap for when we do pit. But at the minute he's doing okay in P8, and that makes now P7. He's used a lot of power unit, so we've got to try and get some of that back. But he is absolutely flying, and I've just seen that we've only got 1 frost boost. So one of these drivers is going to have to be pretty conservative. So I'm going to go with, well, it's going to be used on the first driver, isn't it? Thinking about it, we're not going to get a choice of who it picks. So actually, this might not be great at all. But let's see. There's nothing we can do now. Maybe an early mistake here in Australia. But it's Sonoda P6. And it is Zhou Guanyu P11. Luckily, Zhou Guanyu, I think, has the slightly better tyre management, which will be music to my ears. And we're just going to have to try and see what we can do. But Zhou Guanyu just getting held up a little bit in that P11, which is helping the gap being made between Sonoda. And now Zhou Guanyu is all over the back of that scarlet red Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. Can he get the job done? Yes, he can. He's into P10. And there's a few pit stops as well, because Sonoda is up to P2. And we've got some decent tyres left actually on him, so we can push. And we can probably push on Zhou Guanyu now as well. So let's try and push. Let's try and create the gap, both coming back for their medium tyres. And you can see Yuki Tsunoda is now on the back of that Red Bull. Max Verstappen coming under pressure from the Yuki Meister himself. And look at this, Zhou Guanyu now starting to make a move. We're going to run out of this frost boost. That's going to be our problem. But it's not a bad start. We're going to double stack slightly as well. No, we're not. It's going to be a perfect pit as we come out in P7 for Yuki. And we're out of them boosts. So it's Yuki carrying the Frost boost. And Zhou Guanyu this time coming out in traffic. And that's not what we wanted. Is there any early moves? There's not. We're going to keep trying to push past Logie Bear Sergeant. And we're through into P15. We need to clear these pretty quickly. Not any luck so far. K-Mag straight ahead of us. Now we're through as well. We've made a good move there. We've got Yuki ahead of us. Just can't get the edge on him. He's coming into the pits though. And now we are up to P13. But after these pit stops, it's P9 for Zhou Guanyu. P6 for Sonoda. We're going to have to watch these tyres on Zhou Guanyu. He's going to struggle. He's going to go backwards, I feel. This is going to be tough. Should have read the boost numbers. Should have read the boost numbers, but we didn't. How many points are we on? 34. We're already doing better than yesterday. It's Sonoda with the Frost boost to hand. He pitted first and he's stuck behind Max Verstappen. And then points are about to get better because we are into P5. Zhou Guanyu really tight on his tyre management, but he's up into P9 again. Sonoda stuck behind Max Verstappen. They're slow moving Max Verstappen, but not anymore. He's into P4. What can we do from here? Will anybody else pit ahead of us? There will be 2 more pit stops. We are struggling on tyres. But we're going to keep pushing in Sonoda. There's a chance for 2 more points here. And we're going to get past. We're going to get Yuki into P2. What about Zhou Guanyu? Is there any more chances for Zhou Guanyu? Not really. He's really tight on them tyres. So this could be it. This could be where we potentially finish. We're going to just bide our time a little bit here. Rivals pushing. We're going to try and close down. Who's this moving really slowly? It's Fernando Alonso on the hards, and we're going to take Perez. We're so tight on tyres. It's horrible. We're right behind Fernando. Is there a move? We've only got 5% tyres. Oh, we're not going to get it, are we? Or are we? Oh, and now we're out of tyres. Oh, we're just going to hold on. Oh, no. We lost a point at the end. The rival just got us on the line. I mean, we scored 39 points. That is massive. That is what we needed. But we should have had 40. Oh, just ran out of tyres on the line. And the rival just snatched us as they were running out of tyres as well. It was a great race. We will take that. 39 points. That's an 8-point increase on yesterday already. Drivers running the same, but he was using Albon. And the car 126 over 151. That is a good start to race number 1. Moving on to race number 2. Netherlands and Zandvoort. Good opportunity to save power unit in this race as well compared to the rivals. And let's see what we can do. I think we might have got something like 38 points here yesterday. 36, 38. So let's see what we can do. It's P16, P90. Now, Yuki is going to go on to, I believe, the mediums. Or actually, he's probably going to get a better start. So let's go on to the softs. And let's go on to Merlion. Zhou Guanyu going to go on to the mediums. Probably needs a little bit of help with the race start. Is there anything that we can predict? We're going to use Firework and see what happens. Here we go then. Can we do some good points? Another race in the 40s would be perfect. And the lights are about to go out. Here we go then. It's a good and fast. Obviously, we're not using race start boost. Let's try and just kick them into some sort of gear because at the minute they're looking like they're going backwards. Zhou Guanyu has picked up that. I mean, there's a car off the track there as well. And it's not the worst start in the world because we are up to P11 with Zhou Guanyu and we're up to P15 with Yuki. That is not bad at all. We're going to push through this section. Really good opportunity to overtake. And as you can see, it's P10. P14 for Yuki, and now we're trying to close the gap, and round the outside Yuki goes into P13. So we've managed to close the gap. Now Zhou Guanyu moving up to P9, and we're just going to push here because we can usually overtake here, and we can get into P12. Good first opening lap here in Zandvoort, and we're going to keep pushing again. There's a move potentially on the cards with Zhou Guanyu. We can't get it, and we're going to cut back down through there. Always cut down through this section. it is not really an overtaking spot. We're going to push coming out of it though and see if we can make up any ground as we get into P8. And Yuki with a flyer trying to get past George Russell. Can't get past at the moment. Come on, Zhou Guanyu and Tsunoda, bring home the points. That is what we need. Zhou Guanyu's in a really good spot, to be fair. And Tsunoda is obviously sitting in a little bit of traffic. We're going to come back for their mediums as Zhou Guanyu looks for a move on Leclerc. Can't get the job done. And it's Tsunoda taking... I think he took 3 cars at that corner. It's a brilliant move by the man himself. Tsunoda carrying on from yesterday, starting to really put some races together. And that was a terrific one as now Zhou Guanyu takes P6. We are motoring here in Zandvoort. It's a Zandvoort masterclass so far. And as we head down the straight finish, we are into P3 as Norris nearly puts us back in our place. But we survive. P3 for Zhou Guanyu. Tsunoda coming out the pits is going to get this kick off the pit lane as well. So hopefully should get us back past Albon. And it gets us past Neva. Great. But Zhou Guanyu's coming into the pits this time. And I tell you what, I think Zhou Guanyu's got a really good start to this. He's going to come in on the soft tyres. And he's going to come in from P2. So that is a terrific opening first stint for Mr. Zhou Guanyu. Tsunoda sitting there in P16. As Zhou Guanyu is already coming out the pits. You can see him just at the bottom of our screen now. So plenty of work to do. And there's going to be a move on Norris, is there here? Not quite, but P9, P12. Is there any more advantage in this that we can gain? As Zhou Guanyu now looks for a move on Lando Norris, and he's gone up the inside. What about our Tsunoda? He's up to P11. We've obviously got no power unit. Doesn't matter for Zhou Guanyu. He's up to P7. Come on, Zhou Guanyu. You the man. And now Zhou Guanyu pits. There's a couple of people in the pits as well here. We're up to P3. Tsunoda trying to keep these behind as well. After the kick from the pit lane, will we keep Perez behind? No, we won't. We've just lost out. And now we are in P8. So we're going to try and close this gap. And then we're going to have to look after some power unit a little bit. And it's a great pull of the gap because we're into P7 for Yuki. Good defence as well. We're trying. Hold Leclerc. Oh, we can't hold Leclerc. We've got no power unit. That's our struggle. We've really been at it this whole time. There's a car there. Fernando Alonso struggling by the seams of it. P1's gone by the look. P1 is gone. But can we get Fernando Alonso? Can we get that P7 back? Yes, we can. P7 for Yuki Tsunoda. It's P2 for Zhou Guanyu. Last corners now. We're behind, too far behind the Ferrari. It's going to be P7. And it's 23 points for Zhou Guanyu. Terrific race from him. Yuki Tsunoda coming home in P7. And I tell you what, that is a step in the right direction. That is 41 points. We are flying so far. Big points indeed. We are on track for that 300 plus marker. Brilliant race there to take 41. And we had level 7, level 8 for the rival. And good cornering again. Fair play. Everyone's starting to use that cornering, it seems, today. But for now, it is 41. Come on. Race number 3 then at Canada. And we're getting a little bit excited here because we could potentially score 300 plus points. Now, I know that's not a lot for some of you out there, but for an account which has spent 0 money, this is big weekend. And we're just trying to hope and get in the top 30 in this very difficult Series 11 group. Zhou Guanyu and Yuki Tsunoda. We're going to try like we did yesterday, softs and the mediums. Zhou Guanyu, we know, needs that little bit of race start. So we are going to go on to... I think we're going to go Firework to help with the overtaking. Yuki Tsunoda, we know he's pretty quick, so we're going to go on to Merlion. Or actually, I think we'll change. I think we'll go Tuning. We want that really quick pit time. Let's go. Come on. Yesterday we smashed it here, I think. We got 40 plus points. Can we do the same again? Race start perfect for Tsunoda, even with that tune-in. So tune into this one. It could be great. But already, where do we... And it's a great move by Yuki, and he's up to P17, and that could get even better at the end of the first sector. Zhou Guanyu is bang there in P13, looking at the back of Esteban Ocon, with the Aston Martin of Stroll going backwards, but Yuki Tsunoda pushes himself all the way through, says, thank you very much. You leave a small gap for me, and I will absolutely squeeze in, because Tsunoda is up to P13. At the hairpin we go. It's a big loss there for Zhou Guanyu. He moves down a couple of positions, but gets back up to P14. So P12 and P14 for our drivers so far. Opening lap of the race complete, and we're looking for 2 there. Come on. Yuki Tsunoda taking P10. He's a man on a mission. Just imagine if we have the next level, and here's another car he takes. Yuki Tsunoda up to P9. Yuki is on fire. And I spoke too soon because he's now lost the spot. But here comes Zhou Guanyu at the hairpin on his clone of himself, and he takes now P12. P9, P12 for our drivers. We're going to come back for softs. Obviously, we mentioned that tune in, very quick pit time. We're going to need that. And Yuki looking at the back of the car ahead. Albon squeezes through Zhou Guanyu. Hopefully Albon is on the soft tyres. He's not. He's on the mediums. He's on the same strategy as us. And now a bit of traffic with Max Verstappen going backwards here, which makes it interesting. And now we're just going to have to conserve on these next few laps. But that's a great move on the inside into the hairpin. And Yuki Tsunoda will now come into the pits from a very respectable 6th place. Zhou Guanyu struggling a little bit though, it would be fair to say. But he's going to now push, and he's already passed Albon and now Ocon. Yuki Tsunoda with a great exit from the pits, taking P13, and that will move up to P12. Here comes Zhou Guanyu into P8. Good moves. And we'll cut back down. Yuki is bang there as well, looking at the back of that Williams of Alex Albon. And he's defending for his mic. Can he go up the inside here? And yes, he can. It's on Esteban Ocon. And it's P11. Zhou Guanyu, P8. Albon should pit now, though he doesn't. But, oh, Yuki, you could have squeezed through there, my man. But he'll squeeze through now, P9. So, Zhou Guanyu coming back out. Great pit exit again. And he's ahead of Mr. George Russell. Can we get past Yuki this time? No, we can't. We are struggling to get past Yuki here. What about now? Finally, we are through into P number 8. We've really got to start looking after some power unit, because we've just got 0. And it's not going to help us on these last 2 laps when we've got to come back through the field. Few people now coming into the pits. That's going to push Mr. Zhou Guanyu up the field. You can see P10, still Yuki in the way, and Yuki going very slowly, which is very annoying. And now we're into P9. So Zhou Guanyu moving through the field. And we're going to just try and close that gap. Yuki Tsunoda now with a move potentially on Max Verstappen. Into the hairpin they go. Doesn't look like he get the job done. No, still P8. And now he's going to come in. So this is the problem with the 2-stop. But remember where we started. P22, I think it was. And Zhou Guanyu moves himself up to P5. What about Yuki? He's coming out. Can he get ahead of the Mercedes? Yes, he can. And that's actually really good. That's P7. And here comes Yuki on Hamilton. P5, P6. We are flying. How many points are we on? 39. Can we squeak out an extra point from somewhere? Is anyone going to pit ahead of us? No. This is it now to the line. 1 lap to go. We are going to try and balance that power unit. But you can see the cars ahead. Can we catch them? I don't think we can. We're of course going to try. And I think they're just a couple of seconds too far. We are absolutely trying. We never know. You never know. Into the last corner we might go. And I don't think we're going to get them. It is going to be just P5, P6. But that's no mean feat. Can we hold on? Because Hamilton's closing. We are going to hold on. And it's going to be just under that 40 points. Sadly, we couldn't get that one more position. Power unit being our nemesis there. But as racing goes, 3 races in and a 39 point, we will absolutely take it. So considering yesterday we scored 146, we're already on something like 119. So we're actually well on track here. 1331, 1298. And level 4 for the rival. And decent car setup as well. Race 4 then, the final one of this video, and hopefully we'll have part 2 out later this evening again as well, so you can watch it. But can we get over the 150 point mark? I believe we need 31 in Abu Dhabi. If you're watching yesterday, we smashed Abu Dhabi. Can we do the same again? Zhou Guanyu and Yuki, I think I used Frost yesterday, which is going to be the problem here, because I don't have that anymore. Yuki, I'm going to go on the tuning again, and Zhou Guanyu needs race start, but he needs tyres. And I'm actually going to have to go on... I'm going to go on Sa. This could be painful from the start, but maybe we will catch back up. Expect Zhou Guanyu to get a poor start here, but we are going to benefit later in the race. And it is poor. Maybe we shouldn't have probably done that. But look at Tsunoda bombing it down the outside. And he's already up to P12. It's fantastic. Start again from Yuki. Loving it at Abu Dhabi. Maybe he was born to be a champion at this circuit. Yas Marina just loves it for Yuki. And he's already up to P6. Zhou Guanyu has came back a little bit. He's up to P16. So it's not the end of the world. The world has been set alight by that man again. Yuki who goes ahead of Russell. Come on, Yuki. Here he goes. Such elegance to his racing. And now we set ourselves on getting Zhou Guanyu up the field as well. And already, with a little bit of pushing, with that tyre management boost as well, we are already up to P13. Can we get any more as we approach the straight? We can't, but Alonso just does get overtaken. We boost into the chicane. It's a great move from Zhou Guanyu. He's up to P12. He is now motoring. We said it would be beneficial in the race, and of course it is. He's into P11. Yuki looking at the back of that very good McLaren, but no match for our star man. He's into P3. Here's Yuki for the AlphaTauri team, holding us at bay. Can Zhou Guanyu clear him? Yes, he can. P10. So, looking very good and very nice at the moment. It's a brilliant opening stint to this. And we're going to just try and eke out a bit more. Can we get maybe Perez? Can we have a little bit of thought after P2? And we are into P2. And now we bring him in. Yuki Tsunoda into the pits from P2. Terrific effort on this opening stint. Tuning going to help him with his pit stop. And he's coming back out already. So, brilliant stint for Yuki. Can he do the same again? We're going to push him. We need this. And we're already on the back then, closing in on the Ferrari ahead of Charles Leclerc, I think it was. And it was Charles Leclerc. So, can we get even higher? We're trying. We are certainly trying. We've got some good power unit again with Zhou Guanyu now, as Yuki Tsunoda battles through Charles Leclerc, literally through him. And now we are in to P5. Few people coming out the pits. Tsunoda knows he's got to make this time. It's Tsunoda time. Yuki to the floor. And he is in to P3. That is not the end of this. We've still got to push hard. Zhou Guanyu coming out of the pits now as well as Yuki gets through, Max. Come on. Man, he's on fire. We are in to P2. Come on, Yuki. He wants the Red Bull seat. I'm telling you. And now Zhou Guanyu having a look back at his clone. Can he get into P12? Big stint this. Round the outside, P12. Lovely. And Yuki's in the lead. Yuki's in the lead. That's big. That is big. And we are approaching Mr. Stroll. As Zhou Guanyu takes it into the top 10. He's now stuck behind Charles Leclerc. We've not got the power unit again. Seems to be our biggest issue today. But we've wrapped ourselves into P8 as we took the inside line. Coming in to the end of the straight. We're going to try and boost and keep Leclerc behind. We're doing all we can here to keep ahead of that Ferrari as that prancing horse looks to try and get revenge. But we're after Stroll. And after Stroll, we shall. P7, but power unit. is our issue. Can we gain some of that back? Is there any more places out there that we can gain? We're right behind P2 and P1 now. We're going to just save the power unit as we look to try and increase. What about drivers ahead? No one really pitting again. There's no last lap 7 pits at the minute. That's not going to do us great. Yuki trying to get past. Can he get P2? He can get P2 past the high-flying Perez. I'm sure he'll have a nosebleed for being so high. And through goes Yuki Tsunoda at the last corner. And he takes P1 now. And it looks like it's potentially going to be a P1 and P7 finish. For us, it's 42 points. That's king. Can we finish with any more? Can we sneak an extra point? We are absolutely trying to close it with Zhou Guanyu. You can see there the Mercedes just ahead. We are pushing as much as we can. We're going to push to finish. We're going to risk the tyres. We've got a nice gap to behind us. Can we get 43? I think that's what we got yesterday. We're closing in on George Russell. Oh, it switches to the inside. Can't get him. Can he go around the outside? Yes! P6. Mr. Zhou Guanyu. What a race. Who said you couldn't have fun from the back in F1 Clash? Come on. That is 4 races done. Rival back in P21, P24. Oh, the hairs are standing up right now. Look at that. Oh, what a move. 43 points. Take a bow. Take a bow. So yesterday's learnings, this is why you learn and you make amends to your strategy. We scored 43 points again at the circuit in Abu Dhabi. And you can see good matchup. Let's just take a look. Level 3 for the rival. And looking at the car, cornering again. We're facing all cornering cars so far. But how does that do? Yesterday, watching part 1, 146 points. We were 4 points short of that magic 150. How have we started today? Part 1 is done. Let's take a look. Where are we? And we are exceeding expectations right now. 162. That is that is massive for our account. That is great. So looking at yesterday, we had 31, 34, 38 and 43 in the first 4 races. Today, look at the difference. 39, 41, 39, 43. Great 4 races on the free-to-play account. I really hope you've enjoyed the part 1 of this video. We try and make it energetic. We try and make it fun when we can. And I really hope that you have enjoyed it. If you've watched to the end, hit the subscribe button. Make sure to like the video. Good luck in yours. And come back for part 2. Because that will be out later this evening. Where you can see if we do get past that magic 300 points.